Thank you very much, Riley. Good evening, students, faculty, family, and friends, and most of all, Miss Natalie Jordan. I got to serve under her just 5 years ago. It was an honor. We are so excited that you have allowed me to be here today. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. My name is Garrison Grimaud. I attended Francis Tuttle in 2017 and 2018, where I studied business management and then automotive technologies. I'm now a pilot and a soon-to-be flight instructor, and recently a graduate of Oklahoma State University. Go Pokes. That's right. Go Pokes. In our short time together, I want to discuss the power of goals and mentorship. Each and every one of you have just set yourself apart from the crowd by achieving your certificates today. Whether you're going to college to continue your education, you're going to go start a business, or go into the workforce, each and every one of you are now set up for success more than you ever have been before. When I first started my time at college, I was not motivated at all. As a matter of fact, I was barely scraping by my classes, and to be honest, I didn't care much about anything. That all changed whenever I failed a flight exam for the first time ever. Yeah, I know, right? A big event. My professor who did it was a man that I highly, highly respected. We got in the plane, flew, did our maneuvers, and landed. He looked over at me and said, "Garrison, you're the best pilot that I've ever flown with." I'm just kidding, he didn't actually say that. What he actually said was, "Garrison, that was the worst flight that I'd ever had, but I had expected it to be the best that I had ever had. You're a smart kid, and I can tell that you really don't want to be here. Why are you here if you're not going to try your hardest?" He then proceeded to say, "If you do put in your effort, I can see that you will be the top pilot in the program." Being called out by a man that I highly respected hit me very hard. This man would one day become my mentor, my friend, and my flight instructor. I went home that day, got a book called The One Thing by Gary Keller, and I began to work, and I worked hard. I went home, made a list of 39 goals of things that I wanted to achieve in life, and it hit me pretty good. I realized that I was starting to enjoy life more. I was working harder. I was studying for college for once and enjoying it. Goal number 10, by the way, graduate college. In 1953, Yale University did a study of their graduates, and they asked them to write down their goals and to stick with them. They went back 20 years later, and what they found was that only 3% of that class had actually stuck with their goals, only 3%. What they found is, out of the 3%, them together were wealthier and more successful than the other 97% combined. I say this because I want you guys to learn today what I had to learn the hard way. You guys have all just learned a skill and new ability, and it is your choice on what you're going to do with it. Are you going to leave here and strive to be better, to grow and actually use something? Or are you going to just let life hit you like I did at the beginning? Each and every one of you have an opportunity that is unlike many others at your age, where you can strive to be the best in your field. Goal number 32, by the way, is become a public speaker. I did not expect that one to happen so fast, but a year and a half later, and here I am standing before you. If it were not for my mentor calling me out, and also me setting big and seemingly unachievable goals, there's no way I would be here today. This leads me to my next point, which is mentorship. I can point to a few key moments in my life, and each and every one of them is connected to a person that was in my life at that time. Miss Natalie Jordan for completing DECA, thank you very much, that was awesome. The professor who called me out for my flight training is the reason why I am now a better pilot and soon to be flight instructor. My spiritual mentor is the reason why I found God in a time that I was losing my faith. And my dad, Greg Grimaud, who also happens to be my hero, by the way, is the reason why I decided to continue my education and to never stop learning. Goal number 33, never stop learning. This brings me to the final point, which is I would argue that goals and mentorship are equally important for where you're going in your next stage of life. I would challenge you all to go find somebody that you respect, sit down with them for coffee, and just learn. Just sit and learn from what they have to tell you. I guarantee it's going to be worth your time. Whether you're going to college and go find a student that's been before you, or you're going to the workforce, find somebody that has been where you're being, and I guarantee you're going to learn a lot. There's a quote that says, "Who you hang around, what you read, and what you listen to is who you become." Well, I'm here to say that is 100% true. And that is seen as my two best friends back there that I'm very happy to be like. I challenge you all to look at what you listen to, look at what you read, look at who you hang around. Do you want to be more like that person or thing, or less like them? Because trust me, you will notice a difference. You are all entering a time where you are fully responsible for who you want to be in life, that you are now coming to a time where you get to choose what you want to do and what be. Are you going to strive to be better, to be the best version of yourself, or are you going to just let life happen to you, as I did at the beginning? Go, be the best version of yourself, and take many friends with you along the way. I will leave you with this quote by Dave Ramsey. If you will live as no one will now, you can live and give like no one else can later. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak today, and go Pokes!